strangers. Eh? You are a public office holder. Come on, man. But it's a Nigerian thing. So a lot of us, when we now cross the ocean to this part of the aisle, right? I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why a lot of people always talk horrible things about this part of the world. Like, it's a place where you can't do what you can do in Nigeria. Like, you are the one paying the bills, you are the one doing this, taking care of the family, spending so much money, but it all seems like they do not have respect for you. You are supposed to be, hey, everybody will just. But here, they will just be like, are you okay? Now, Caleb go first ask you. Aki, my son will be like, Daddy, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. Okay, thank you. I'm fine. You know. Meanwhile, you'll be like, when I was growing up, if my papa did come, I said, your daddy is back, yo. Hey, everybody. You go run. Go hide. Say, I don't want me that madman don't come back. You know that feeling? Because your papa now like like that. I'm just saying that then you cross over to this part, you realize that anger, aggression. If you don't get to that stage, they will tell you, say you need help. To make it worse, for a woman to talk back at you. It's like a normal thing here. I have to tell this one that if I'm don't talk back at me when I'm angry that way. You are provoking me more. I was like, can you provoke you more? So what I'm trying to say here is that nobody should justify violence in any way. It doesn't. It's not right. Violence either against strangers or against your own family members and the rest of that, they do not really sort of, feel good. We can all do better. That's the point. We can do better. So you become a public official in a place that is so lawless. You don't put your hand on anybody. Don't put your hand on anyone. The moment you did that, Baba, you've committed a crime. But then it all now boils down to a system that kind of encourages it. Here you get, if the system continues to encourage it, what can we do to save ourselves? Almost nothing. Almost nothing. So a Luther lawyer, they have decided to write a petition. The Jadinyoju. So in his petition, they say petition against Honorable Alex Mascot Equeshake for grievous assault, abuse of power, attempted murder, and threat to life. That's loaded. Deji. You know, Deji used to be, I don't want to say it still is, so okay. So Deji used to be the human rights cash TVs, they call him. But he's one of the misunderstood, guys out there somehow. So he's standing up for everyone that is a victim of oppression or suppression. He's been to court many times to defend the oppressed, the chanced, and all of that. So now that he is the official lawyer to a very dark man, now they've taken it up in their letter. We hereby write this petition against Honorable Alex, a serving member of the Federal House of Representatives, representing Aba North and South Federal Constituency, for grievous assault, abuse of power, attempted murder, and grave threat to our client's life. Our client is a boat driver and a hard-working Nigerian citizen. It is our client's information that at about 9 p.m. on October 27th, 2024, he was contracted by a vendor to deliver some food to Honorable Alex Mascot at his residence in Maitama, Abuja. Regrettably, upon getting to Honorable Equeshe's residence, he requested that our client bring the food into his premises, contrary to the laid down policies regulating boat drivers in the Federal Capital Territory. Really, Abuja. Our client politely refused the request and urged Honorable Ikweche to send someone to pick up the food outside the gates, as is customary with delivery services. In response to our client's refusal to take the food into the premises, Honorable Ikweche physically assaulted our client, tore his cloth, threatened to make him disappear from Nigeria, and repeatedly dared our client to call the Inspector General of Police, while threatening that nothing will happen to him. Following the assaults, Honorable Ikweche caused our client to be detained at the Maitama police station and his car seized by the investigative police officer attached herein for ease of reference. It's a video recording of the incident. As a serving member of the Federal House of Representatives, whose primary duties include making laws for the safety of Nigerians, we find Honorable Ikweche's actions totally distasteful and a threat to our client's safety. So, thank you very much, Deji, because to me, all of them do well like this, standing up for the people who cannot stand up for themselves. It is an act of, it's a great act of courage, I would say. Okay, thank you for doing this. All right, we shouldn't kind of make it easier for those who have chosen to be the weapons fashioned against us. One of the things that they do get away with in Nigeria is that if you fight a big man, now you go beg. If you are guilty, no, if you are guilty, you will beg the big man. If the big man is guilty, you will beg the big man. That is the norm in Nigeria. And Nigeria police will make you do that as well. So, but once in a while, when they get checkmated like this, they always come around to try to find a means. They will release a statement to say, oh, we are very sorry for what happened. And then they will begin to look for a way out. You know, they will say, let us settle this whole thing out of court. So for those who can stand for themselves, okay, we appreciate those standing for them. For those who can speak for themselves, we appreciate those who are speaking up for them. May your gunpowder never run out, never run dry. I don't know. So we'll keep praying for you. So more grace to your elbow. Deji, thank you very much. And as for this guy, he is a dishonorable person. He needs to go and work on his own anger. Okay, he needs that before he end up committing murder. Because if you hit somebody, Nigeria now, if everybody, no food, everything don't tight. If you go eat somebody, gas for chest, and they just kind of like collapse that way and die. Baba, forget about saying Nigeria no get law, that everybody is saying, so you go beat somebody to death, they go kind of charge you for more than you know. Especially you will come be from the eastern part of Nigeria. You be Igbo. In Nigeria, you they beat your chest. Where you say they won't take, they go quickly use you as a scapegoat right now. They go use you as a sacrificial lamb. And I know even they think sometimes, right? Because sometimes some of these guys in that contraption will believe that they are part of the people sitting on the table, forgetting that they are actually the menu. You are the menu where people will really easily use you as a scapegoat to show that Nigeria is not a lawless place. I'm just saying, So we're talking about police earlier, Abby. Let me show you something. There's some encounter between policemen, Nigeria policemen, and some residents, okay? And listen, watch this.
You will enter my house. I swear to God Almighty. For this thing, you're not entering my house because I don't know you.
It is not a warrant. It is not a warrant. It is not a warrant.
Okay.
It is not a warrant. It is not a warrant. I need that thing. Oh. We go.
Information is genuine. Is the other way around.
I want you to laugh for any information.
Definitely. They're not telling him to open the door. He got a lawyer, barrister. The barrister told him not to open the door for the police. You can see the level of disrespect.
Yeah.
Papa, in more English is on that.
Don't you?
You can see how
You think we are also joking? Oh, you also think we are joking? Oh, I just darrow lambi by.
Yeah, I'm listening to you now. I thought you want to say
Max, go inside.
Thank you. Me, I don't have a problem with them coming in. They didn't even come with police cars. They came with Matrix, Lexus.
I think you're looking, you know.
Now, listen to the thing. Maybe they think say I don't know which side they do. Maybe they think so. Thank you. If I want to talk to maybe I want reason with them. I've told them, I even told them I want to go and bring my ID card inside. They said I should not go inside. I can't bring any ID card inside. Imagine, they showed me an empty paper. Empty paper.
Not joke.
Boss, I'm with you. Yes, I'll call the HR now. I'll call her now. Yes, I'll call the HR now.
Come and fún your unnecessary kini ládùúgbò. Ẹni tí ó mọ̀ mí níbi tí mo ti ń gbé bí báyìí láyé mi. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
No worry, boss. I don't send discounts to all the managers this morning as I wait for.
Into cyber crime. Cyber crime.
Okay, boss.
Crime cyber.
All right, boss. Thank you, boss. Yes.
Iṣẹ́ tó legitimate Nigeria fi cyber crime. Àfi cyber crime nìkan lèèyàn lè fi jẹun lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Cyber crime. Oh, they live a good life. Cyber crime gbogbo ìgbà. Ta ló fẹ́ interrogate? They play. Bóyá kẹ́ lọ wókùn wá. Okay, spilling what? Oh.
These are things I don't sabi that you
spilling it. You wanna like jela? Oh, spilling it.
Mommy, Emma binu jare o.
Anybody is not coming to this house.
Are you one of these community landlords?
Oh yeah. Hey.
You know them very well.
Hey yeah. Hey yeah. Ilé tó bá ti ní gate náà ti máa ní cyber crime. Ilé tí ò sí gate ńbẹ̀ kò sí cyber crime ńbẹ̀. Kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe fẹ́ gbé lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí tí ò ní ṣe yahoo àbí kó ṣoògùn owó.
I don't understand though.
Hey yeah. Hey yeah.
You go take for here with your warrant. Hello, sir. You enter my house. I swear to God Almighty. For this thing, you're not entering my house.
So they woke up with a group of policemen who didn't really dress as policemen. They dress like, like ordinary guys, but they put on a vest, bulletproof vest with police on it. They did not come in police vehicles. They came in private cars and guns, and they demanded to gain entrance into that building because they were there to investigate cyber crime, to investigate them for cyber crime, Yahoo. And the guys were like, no, we need a warrant. We need to see your warrant. We need to see your warrant that you are policemen. And then inside the warrant, at least it will be stated there what we have done before we can let you come into our house. But no, the police now stood outside. The owners of the house stayed back inside. And they are both like, we can stay here all day. So to them is that in Nigeria today, if you are still driving your car, if you like saying a money ritual you do, I think you are into cyber crime, Yahoo. And as police also need to make money. So you would think they were there to fight cyber crime. Ordinarily, when you see the Nigerian police going, including EFCC, when you see them go after the supposed the real fraudsters, the ones that get to be displayed, those ones that they always parade, Those are the ones who failed to pay them the demand or the bribe they demanded. The intention is not to end cybercrime or to end Yahoo or so. The intention is to extort every person they come across. And because a lot of people just believe that you can get roped into a lot of problems. So why not just bribe them, even if you are not doing anything wrong? Because the worst case scenario is for you not to do anything wrong and then want to prove it to them that you are not doing anything wrong. Okay? In Nigeria, they will arrest you. They will write a statement. In some cases, they will even force you to write a statement against yourself. Confession. They will bring in the media. They will record you and tell you that they are going to post your video that you said you are a Yahoo, you are a fraudster. If you don't pay so amount of money, and if you don't pay that money, the police will publish the video. That's how it has become in that place now. So a lot of people who have so much to lose, they ended up being extorted. They'll get up, depends on the kind of the team that comes to see to take you, right? It is what things have become in that place. Dog eat dog, kind of. So I told you yesterday that Onofununga Bayo said Tifnumbu did not buy brand new aircraft, that he only bought a refurbished one. Tifnumbu bought a refurbished aeroplane for $150 million. Okay. Now, look at this Bayo Onofununga. And then the other guy interviewed this guy. I don't even know how this guy got a job in Channels Television. This is the guy that was the head of Pastor Ruga's media, Laolu Akonde. Do you recognize? I don't know if some of you still recognize him, Sha. He's now a member of Channels, discussing business and all that. And he would always bring in people from the APC, to come and do image laundering for them, somebody like this. So the credit for this clip is that of Channels, by the way.
That the federal government and the president have not shown enough sensitivity to the plight of the people. So the people are being asked that, look, things are difficult. We have to take this hard decision. We have to remove subsidy, which has led to a lot of pain. But they see the president buying a new jet. They see the president approving billion to build a new house for the vice president and some other stuff. That's the question, Mr. Ononuga. How do you respond to this perception of insensitivity?
Well, I would not call it insensitivity. I would say all those items you mentioned, not a new jet. The president don't buy a new jet. What he has is a refurbished jet. It has been used by somebody else before he got it. I said that it's a much newer model than the one that President Buhari left behind. And the one President Buhari used was actually bought by President Obasanjo 20-something years ago. In fact, about 20 years ago. So, and if you also recall, there was a time the president went to Saudi Arabia. That plane developed some problems, and the president had to leave either the charter jet or maybe they sent for the one people were using to take him to where I think was going to Netherlands, or I think it was going to. So he had to. So, and that thing has shown that there are problems with the plane, and that was why the president said. And then of course there was a day I talked to the NSA about it. The NSA is in charge of supervising the presidential air fleet, and he said the maintenance cost also has been going up, and that was
because of the age
of the plane, 20-year-old plane, and that was the reason he said, look, it's better for them to acquire another plane so that at least it will reduce the cost of maintenance. I think people should try to prioritize the safety of the president, and I'm not sure anybody really wishes our president to go and crash in the air or something. We want his safety so that he can do his term and hand over to whoever wants to take over after him. So it's safety that was paramount at the back of the mind of the National Assembly that approved it, and the decision to buy that, as I said, not a new plane, but a refurbished plane that has done very well. So that the safety was paramount. It's not because the president wants to enjoy himself. No, as some people are saying, that's not the issue. Then if you mention the case of the VP's house, I think this project started during Obasanjo's time, abandoned and everything. And because it was abandoned, you can see what happened. The cost of putting it back to what it should be ballooned.
Yeah.
But it has to be done. It has been done. So it's not the VP's property. It's the property of the people of Nigeria. People should have it that way. It's not even the plane we are talking about. It's not President Tinubu's plane. It's the plane that belongs to the people of Nigeria. So it's our property. By the time he finishes his term, and if Nigerians want to give him a second term, that plane will be Nigeria's.
Nuisance, Lele.
The question is this. Was Pastor Ruga homeless? Was he homeless? Pastor Ruga's house was built as the house for a chief judge or chief justice of Nigeria back then. And the new house was later built. It's called Aguda House. So later, a new house was built for the chief justice of Nigeria. They meant they upgraded the Aguda House for the vice president. So Pastor Ruga lived inside Aguda House that got refurbished with over 10 billion naira. 3 times, 10 billion, 10 billion, 10 billion. At a point, they were building one single gate for Pastor Ruga's house as vice president of Nigeria with a 1.5 billion naira gate. They did gates. How many of you remember that one? Gates to Pastor Ruga's house. For 8 years, Pastor Ruga wasn't homeless, so as the vice president, but immediately he left. They decided to go and spend 21 billion for Shitty Man's house. So they spent 160 to 170 billion naira to buy a refurbished. Obasanjo bought the aircraft and it was 20 years old. The lifespan of an aircraft is about 30, 35 years. Yeah. The maintenance story is a lie. When Bukwari was there, hang on, when Egberejolantan was there, they were maintaining the national fleets, not just one aircraft, too, just about 11 aircraft, including choppers, helicopters. Okay, they were maintaining that with $1.5 million, $1.5 million dollars. And I think it was like, no, it wasn't $1.5 million. It was 1.5 billion naira, billion naira under Jonathan. Then Bukwari came. They increased it to 5 billion naira to maintain the whole presidential fleet, all the aircraft there, the choppers and everything. Then Tifnumbu came. Within a year, Tifnumbu spent over 11 billion naira, 11 billion. And they said, you know what? It is too expensive to be spending that kind of money. Let us go and buy a brand new one. So the 20-year-old aircraft is too old. They decided to go and buy a refurbished one, a local plane of 14 years. It is now 15 years old now. So just 4 years difference. They spent 160 billion naira. They are going to buy another one soon. Maybe that one will be like 500 billion naira. Right? Because it is not Tifnumbu's plane. It is Nigeria's plane. Tifnumbu has 2 Gulf Streams. He has 2 aircraft that is always like flying around with before he became your president. I don't know if you remember that. And these are like almost brand new plane. They are like 8, 9 years old or so, if you want to put age on them. So if Tifnumbu wants to save Nigeria money, he could be flying in his own airplane. Yeah. Instead of committing 160 billion naira to go and buy a local plane that they will need to buy another one soon. Shitima also need a plane. As for those of you calling Tifnubu T-Pain, Onofunuga has an answer for that. He said, what do you think? This one is with Sheung, and the video credit is also for Channels Television as well. Okay. So Sheung was like, people call him a T-Pain. Does he know that he's being called T-Pain? Onofunuga said, no,